So good afternoon. I'm in Vienna right now, in front of Belvedere Palace, so the summer residence of Prince Eugene. And I will tell you this. Okay, so Prince Eugene defended Vienna from the Turks, from the Ottomans, in the Great War against the Ottomans. So between the Holy Alliance, headed by Austria, and the Ottomans, Janissaries, or whatever you pronounce them. So nowadays Vienna is a multicultural city. I don't like it. There's press everywhere. Okay, relatively speaking, this town is quite clean and neat, but according to my personal taste, it is not. Okay, so this is my second time in the town. I've been here already. I've already been here, but as for so by 2023, I've been here twice. Well, I'm quite disappointed by the bad turn this town has taken. Too many immigrants, multiculturalism, true Germans are a rarity. As a Western European, true Western European with Catholic roots, well, I'm agnostic, but I don't deny my Catholic roots. I will tell you this. We gotta defend Europe because really we will soon become a minority. So, in German-speaking countries, because of job attractions and other things, there are many immigrants. But I think that sooner or later, this will be the bitter destiny of most of Europe. Reflect about this. Prince Eugene defended Vienna from the Turks. Now the Turks have arrived in the shape of immigrants. But this applies for any town. Even Charlemagne defended Europe in Poitiers and in France. No words to describe the terrible destiny that the country went through. Oh, and by the way, talking about architecture and art, I'd like to conclude this video by talking about this place. Well, this is considered one of the probably best looking palaces in all Vienna, even better than Schönbrunn. I think that it is true. Well, this is a great example of Hildebrand architecture. So he was an architect from the early 17th century, and other architects like him designed this great city. But overall, all Vienna is a great city. So yeah. Regardless of all the many bad things, I really recommend taking a trip here because it's well worth it. But I honestly invite you not to take notice of the bad aspects, like trash along the streets, etc. Because overall, this town is great. But I would never live here. No. I like small towns, small German towns, because my mindset is German. But I don't. Even towns like this are too big and too chaotic. Yeah. Oh, and almost forgot. Vienna is beautiful not because of modern crap, contemporary art. It is beautiful because of Baroque, 18th century, from the time of Charles VI and Maria Theresa, so the 18th century basically. And this beautiful palace, Belvedere, is not from nowadays. It dates back the end of the 17th century, so the early 18th century, which was the apex of architecture. I'm a great fan of Baroque. And if it hadn't been for the Habsburg and their preference for Baroque art, I think that the city would have never been this beautiful. No, it would have been like the average German town, because well, this is my opinion, but Baroque architecture is what made Vienna beautiful. And in fact, I visited. Well, I've been here twice, as I told you before. I visited the inner town, the Innenstadt twice, and know pretty much all the streets, alleys, Strassen, Gassen, etc. And I've only been there. Well, I've been outside the Innenstadt only once, and I hated it. Outside the Innenstadt, so the former, outside the former medieval walls. The farther you get, the worse. The more immigrants, the more trash and graffiti and modern American-like liberal crap there is. And so Vienna among big cities is by far the best, by far. But I'm quite disappointed by the atmosphere you breathe here.